Hi, Algebra Readiness class. Today we are going on to the next section in our Chapter 10, Chapter 10.3. These have to do with graphing horizontal and vertical lines. So the first thing we got to talk about is a horizontal line. Means horizon, or a line that goes left and right, okay? And a vertical line is a line that goes up and down, okay? So here's the deal. They're going to tell you or ask you to describe, or if given an intercept form, okay? They're going to ask you what kind of line it is, especially on questions 1, 2, 3 in today's lesson. So if anything has something that says y equals 2, okay, let's think about what that would look like on our graph, okay? So if y equals 2, I would go to where 2 is on my graph. Well, if I started at the origin, 0, 0, and I moved up 2 places, that's where y is 2, right? In these problems, they don't give us the other part of the ordered pair. They don't give us what x is. In those situations, that's saying y equals 2 and that's it. But x can be any one of those numbers. So when we say y equals 2, we're saying y is only 2, but x can be any of those numbers. Okay? So when we do a y equals 2, we end up with a horizontal, I'm just going to put horizontal line whenever we do y equals something. It kind of seems contrary because y is going up and down. But that's what it means. The reason that works is because, okay, we're saying y is one specific point, 2. But we're not saying that x is a specific point. So x can be any of those numbers. So any of these numbers along 2 will work. Okay? So later on, they'll say, okay, so if y is 2, give us 3 ordered pairs that are on that line. Well, that's easy. Okay, we can start off with if x can be any number, but y always has to be 2. So x could be 0, with x0 and y2, that's where it would be. X could be 1, yep, and x could be 2. Or a combination of negative numbers if you wanted to. Remember, the only key is that y has to stay constant. Y has to be the number that it's equal to. If it's not on that horizontal line. Okay, so let's talk about the flip side. What if we had x equal a number? Let's go x equals -4. Okay, now we're saying that the only thing that x can be is -4. Well, let's go on our graph and put it there. So we got -1, -2, -3, -4. There it is. X can be -4. But it didn't tell us what y can be. That means y can be any of these numbers that are along the line of -4. So anytime we have x equals, we have a vertical line. Okay? So it's going to ask you, or it's going to give you a matching, and then it'll say like y equals something, and then you're going to match it with, if y equals something, what kind of line we're going to get? We'll get a horizontal line. If we have x equals something, the kind of line that we're going to get is a vertical line. It's that simple, all right? Don't try to overcomplicate it. Now, just the same as y, they may give us, okay, x equals -4, tell us 3 more ordered pairs that have that. So the only rule that we have to follow is that every time the first number has to be -4 because that's the x. The second number can be anything. You can put 0, 1, 2, and I've done it. All right? It's that easy. All right? And you will be doing that for questions number 7 through 14. They'll tell you what X or what Y is, and then you have to give me 3 ordered pairs that match that. All right? Now, sometimes they'll give us a problem like this. For problems 4 through 6, these are going to be yes or no questions. So they're going to go equation. And then they put is x equals -7. And then down below, they're going to give you an ordered pair. All right? I kind of did it tricky on this one. And then you got to say, is this ordered pair in this equation? So think about it. X has to be -7. If the first number here is not -7, then we can say, no, this ordered pair isn't on X line. Okay? So that's all you have to do. For 3, 4, 5, and 6, you have to say either yes, this ordered pair works with the equation, or no, the ordered pair doesn't work with the equation. Remember the key. What is the equation saying? X equals -7. So in my ordered pair, that number that's sitting in the X spot has to be -7. Now, Y could be -7, but that's not the key. The key is that X has to be -7. That's why this is a no. What would a yes one look like? Well, let's take a look. Let's even change. Y equals 5. So our ordered pair is -4, 5. In this situation, we can see that they said Y equals 5. And yes, in the ordered pair, we do have a 5 in the Y. That means yes, that ordered pair works for that equation. That's how that works. Okay? Now, the last part, the last couple of parts, you're going to have to graph the equation of the coordinated planes. Okay? So you're going to have a lot of horizontal lines and a lot of vertical lines. Okay? Remember, horizontal lines, it will be Y equals something. Vertical lines, it'll be X equals something. Okay? Let's put in, took that away. Horizontal is across, verticals are up and down. Let's give you one of the problems that we have to do today. Let's look at 15. Today's problem of 15 says X equals -5. All you got to do is draw a grid. Doesn't have to be big. Okay? And then you go to where -5 is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the x-axis. And then draw a line up and down on it. Label it -5. That helps me out. Okay? It's 5 to the left of the horizon, of the origin. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, -5 to the left. And then we have a vertical line, because whenever x equals something, we have a vertical line. Okay, so that's what number 15 should look like. There's your answer right there. Boom, that's it. Let's do another one. Let's try one with a y. Let's try 22. That's the last one you have to do of those. 22. So it says 22, y equals -4. So whenever we're dealing with y, we're going to deal with a horizontal line, one that goes across. Okay. Find out where y equals -4. So we got started the origin, and the y-axis we go up and down. If at -4, we go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. There's -4, and then all the points of x will be on that line. And there we've graphed it. These are relatively simple. You should be able to get these pretty easily. Follow the rules. Look at my little notes that could help you out on that. Should be pretty straightforward. On 23 and 24, you have to tell me what the formula would be. So they'll give you a line like this. Okay? So let's look 23 and 24. They'll give you one like this. They'll give you either a vertical or a horizontal line. Let's say I go 1, 2, 3. I got a vertical line that goes like this. Well, I know vertical lines start with x equals. So I'm going to say x equals and then find out where the x is starting from the origin. We go over 1, 2, 3, 4. X equals a positive 4. And that's the answer of my problem right there. If it's a vertical problem, so 24 and 25, we're looking for an equation just like this. It's either going to be x equal or it's going to be y equal. A y equals problem will have one that has a horizontal line. Let's say that's -4. So on that one, y equals -4. That's all I would have to do. And that would tell me that this horizontal line is on what point on the y-axis. Okay? Just think through it simply and take your time, walk through it. You should be able to get it. Okay? All right. That's my lesson for today. Good luck at getting that finished, all right? Use the weekend to help you get anything else you haven't handed in to me done. Okay? All right. Have a good day.